Grandma's Boy is a Happy Madison production. I never expected to review a Happy Madison video. I really never did. Mainly because there's just nothing. I had never seen anything entirely notable by Happy Madison. I ended up enjoying most of the movies, but it just didn't seem noteworthy enough outside of just being a movie I could enjoy. Like, a lot of the Adam Sandler movies were Happy Madison productions, and most of the actors end up cameoing in all these movies. And in fact, this stars one of the guys who cameos in a bunch of Adam Sandler movies. That guy also cameos in a bunch of Adam Sandler movies. I think he was in a couple Adam Sandler movies. There's the synopsis of the story isn't as important as the jokes that are found within. And within this film are the type of humor that, well, I have here a slipcase that can give you a little general idea. Caution. This film contains images and themes such as primates sipping herb, scantily clad women, scantily clad geriatrics, metal legs, sweet car beds, and a lot of dorks playing video games. If any of these things spark your interest, we should totally hang out this weekend. Enjoy this movie. Enjoy the movie. Grandma's Boy naturally has a grandma in it, played by Raymond's mother. I do not know the actress's actual name, but I do know that she is played by the lady who plays Raymond's mother in Everybody Loves Raymond. You know me, man. I am a product of the 90s sitcom era. I am a product of this type of humor. This type of humor I found absolutely hilarious. This era was my era, man. I found it hilarious. The gaming culture, the references. This was 2004, filmed throughout 2004, released in 2005. There's a bunch of video game references in here. They work at a video game company called Brainiac or Brainavision or something like that. And he's a bug tester. He's a video game bug tester, and he's the best at the business at what he does. So he's basically untouchable in regards to being fired. So he could go in there and just play games, go into the break room and challenge all the other younger testers and become the king of the castle, basically. This guy has it all at what he does. And he's been designing his own video game for the Xbox for the past couple of years. Enter JP. JP is this alleged genius, millionaire child, whom at the age of 13 created his first major video game that became a major hit. And there's some plot elements throughout the story. It's not, like, super deep, this plot is, right? There's going to be a twist revolving JP that you're going to see from a mile away if you watch movies and you want to know these types of plots. You're going to see it from a mile away, but you're not going to care. You're going to find it fun. You're going to enjoy it, especially if you like this type of humor. Like this type of humor. If you enjoy that, you're going to enjoy Grandma's Boy. There's not really a lot of things I could spend a lot of time on, other than the jokes, the crass humor, and the words of caution. The words of caution being, this isn't the type of movie you want to take your stereotypical grandma to. The stereotypical suburban household grandma who grew up watching Clark Gable and all that other stuff. Besides, that type of grandma's probably not going to like this movie. No, this is not the movie for grandma. No, but if you knew somebody who was in college in the early 2000s, they're probably going to know this movie. They're probably going to love this movie. They're probably going to remember it really fondly if they've seen it back in the day. And if they've never seen it back in the day, they're probably going to get a bunch of the references. No, I wasn't in college in the early 2000s, no. But I was a bit younger than college age during the mid-2000s, but I still enjoyed a bunch of the humor of this era. I don't think I ever really what's the word? I'm looking for the word, and I'm probably not going to want to say the word anyways, but this era, I am unashamedly entertained with. There's some things in here that are probably going to offend some viewers, especially if you weren't around during that time period. The mid to late 90s into the early 2000s, that type of era of comedy. There's a bunch of comedy movies coming out of that point in time, and such as American Pie and things like that. And if you find that type of comedy to be a little bit too offensive to your tastes, like if you didn't like American Pie, for example, if you didn't like that type of comedy, you're probably not gonna like Grandma's Boy. I'm just throwing that out there. You're probably not gonna like it. But if you keep an open mind, you probably might end up really liking it. You might really end up appreciating it. It is definitely a product of its time. It really is. A lot of jokes that this film comes up with probably wouldn't fly today, but you know me, I don't really care about that, if they don't fly or not. I would put those jokes out today, and I wouldn't care, be unashamed, it'd be amazing. Because this movie is very entertaining. This is probably the first Happy Madison movie that made me laugh this hard. Adam Sandler's nowhere in this movie. Shocker. No, but I like Adam Sandler in his own movies. In this, he's not in it. He's not the gamer type of person. If you've seen Pixels, you probably figured that out already. But these guys really sell the gamer nerd dork. And there's a bunch of satire with the gamers, and it's funny. It's fine. It's a very, very guilty pleasure type of movie, or personal favorite type of movie. It's a type of movie where you can accept that this is probably not going to be like an A movie. It's probably not even going to be a B movie. It's probably more in the C era, but you really don't care. It's still going to be a personal favorite of yours. And that's the type of movie Grandma's Boy is to me. It's a personal favorite. I don't care how low it's rated. I don't care how low it gets reviewed, or how bashed and bombingly-ish that this film gets. I really don't care. I enjoyed it immensely. I laughed at all the jokes, and it really hit for me, man. It's funny. Definitely give this a shot. It's not a deep plot. The jokes may not have aged. Some of the jokes may not have aged well, but a bunch of them definitely did. It's a very good movie for the type of person with the type of humor who enjoyed movies like American Pie. So if you like that type of stuff, if you really did, then you really need to take a look at Grandma's Boy. It is a good movie to boost Happy Madison's reputation, because it really needed it. It really needs it. That's it. I don't know how to end these things.